So at this point, we should already be familiar with what financial accounting is.
Yup!
But before we go in detail with the recording aspect, we must investigate two major things that help solidify proper, accurate accounting.
Do it!
The ledger and the journal. Like the ledger, the journal is also a key component for proper recording. Therefore, the journal is the actual book in which you make the recordings. So if something affects your business, it needs to be recorded inside of the journal. Now, whatever affects your business has an account. So that particular account must be journalized based on the transaction. The journal and the ledger work hand in hand because when journalized, a particular account is affected. After it's properly recorded inside of the journal, that particular effect must be posted inside of the ledger. So it's a two-step process with those components. You journalize the transaction based on whatever accounts have been affected, and how those accounts have been affected must be posted inside of the ledger. So let's take a look at a journal. So this is the example of the journal. And so for this particular illustration, we can tell again at the date that we're dealing with the month of January. And on January 3rd, we had a following transaction. And so whenever we're journalizing, we will always have a debit side and a credit side to show how the accounts were affected. And so because we read from left to right, we always record our debits first in any situation. Now, I don't want to explain how to properly journalize just yet, gang, but what I want you to do is focus on the purpose of the journal. And so, as you can see, on the 3rd, two accounts were affected. Cash was debited for $10,000 and common stock was credited for $10,000. On the 5th, we also see that two other accounts were affected, and supplies was one of the accounts that happened to be debited for $550. And we see that cash, again, was also affected, but this time it was credited for $550. Once we record properly the event or the transaction within the journal, we are now instructed to post those recordings into our other important book called the ledger. And so what I'm going to do based on these previous examples on the 3rd and the 5th is post these transactions to my ledger. And as we see on the 3rd, we saw that we debited cash and we credited common stock for $10,000. Since cash was debited for $10,000, we're going to post $10,000 to our cash account. Common stock was affected as well, and we would also make the posting correctly of a credit for $10,000. Now, if we move on to the next transaction that took place on the 5th, we saw that supplies were debited for $550. And so we will go into our supplies account and it will be debited for $550. And we will go to our already cash account created and we will credit that as well for $550. So that summarizes how everything connects. Remember, one of the most beautiful things about accounting, gang, is that everything conceptually will connect within itself. And yet this is just another example of how the recording part, which consists of the journal and the ledger, connects. So now that we summarize both the ledger and the journal, and we now know why they are so important for proper recording, it is time to move on to something amazing.
Pretty doggone amazing.
But you'll stay tuned, of course, to the next video for that. As always, gang, I'm truly appreciative of sharing this time with you. I hope that you guys are learning, and if that light bulb is clicking, please feel free to like, subscribe, or share the channel for more ways to chase bags with this accounting information. See you soon.